Hello and welcome to Flower Juice. My name's John McDonald and today I'm going to show you a simple arrangement that you can use for a pew end. So pew ends, you can make them big, you can make them small, but this is one that I've done very regularly. It gives a good impression, it gives a good show, and yet it's simple to do. It's a tied pew end, which means that we can make them in advance and keep them in water, and it looks very natural. It's not over the top and it's not very contrived. So we've got a range of simple materials here. I've got some lisianthus or eustoma, I've got a couple of roses, I've got ranunculus and phlox, just some little pieces to give a bit of variety. If you want to make it really simple, you can have just say 3 roses. Or you want to go really simple, you could just make a pew end of pure gypsophilia or babe's breath. But with this, we're having a little bit more of a mixed look. And what I want to do is I really want to just arrange this in my hand. So I'm going to use a couple of stems of the ruscus at the back, and we're going to lie a rose on top. Now I've got a little bit of salal, and really what I want to do is create like a little mini bouquet. So we want this to sit quite secure and we want it to be slightly triangular. So this foliage that I've used is really just giving us a little bit of a support to the flowers. So I've got some eucalyptus and I'm just going to lie that gypsophilia into the centre. And we can add in our other rose and then our ranunculus. So in some ways you don't want to necessarily overthink it, but what you want to do is you want to just make this that it's slightly triangular, and this is going to give it quite good balance. The other part of the balance for going on a pew is the stems. So we're going to need these stems. If we've got a third here, we're going to need about 2/3 or more that's going to hang. So I can just work this in. So if you've got a big heavy flower, then you probably really want that to be more kind of central. And it's as simple as that. So really what I've done is I've brought all the flowers into like a little triangular bouquet, and then we can just finish that off with a little bit of the twisted wire or the paper covered wire just to finish that off. And that's really our pew end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this. Now, what I would normally do is trim it and leave it long. And then when I get to the church, then I can make it a little bit shorter and a little bit neater. And if you've got any stems there that are really unattractive, then just take them off. But that is essentially what we're going to use on the end of the pews and on the end of the aisle for creating that walk down the church. Now, how are we going to attach this? The best way to attach it is probably with a ribbon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a simple, what I would call a chocolate box type ribbon, bow. If you're not sure how to make it, then we do have a video that shows you. So we're really just making 4 loops. And then this piece is the piece that is going to give us the ability to attach it to the pew. So we have a long ribbon. And when we go to the church, I would keep these separate until we go. We would then put that in front and use that to tie around the pew and then back to the front to tie under the bow. And it's as simple as that. So if you've got to decorate a church and you want to create a little bit of interest and a path for someone to go down, then a simple tied pew end is the perfect thing to do. And just do them in pairs. You can miss out some pews or you can stagger them. You can get different effects. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And if you click here, you can subscribe to keep up to date with all our videos.